Invitationals. Tonight we're going to be playing the Children of Labbiel. Let's go ahead and introduce yourselves because we got a few new people. And then let's just do a really quick one sentence about your character. Let's start with Laura.
Okay. Hi, I'm Laura. I'm usually here. Character's Noah. Cousins to that guy.
Great sentence. Your turn.
Hi, my name is Katie. My character is Freya. And she is pretty tall. Unlike me, she's 6'4".
Cool. Your turn.
Hi, I'm Bob. My character's name is Thaddeus. And he's cool.
All right.
Okay, my name is Sam. My character's name is Theodore, Lord Theodore Quinn. He's a bit of a troubled one and has a little bit of a secret. But that's all.
Hi, I'm Ryan. My character is Galahad, and he is a noble knight of Labbiel.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I will be playing Halliday, and he is a noble knight of Labbiel.
Oh no.
Okay. Awesome.
Better.
So,
Don't look at me.
I am.
For
an
newbies,
outstanding
they're already
citizen,
like-
Excuse me.
I'm
I'm a
going
knight of
to
Labbiel. I must be.
I'm going to set the scene for you guys,
Do-gooders.
and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right in. Okay. All right. That was good.
That was perfect.
You ruined it.
For the first time in 200 years, the goddess spoke. She spoke to 6 individual maidens who had never known a man. They gathered to the temple square, where goddess Labbiel descended. The goddess commended each of the women of their virtue and told them they were to bear a great responsibility. She began to glow, emanating light from her body, blinding all around her. The light calmed, revealing 6 glowing orbs of light. She gathered each of the orbs and came to each woman, kneeling before them and placing a kiss on each of the women's abdomen. Then she gently pushed each orb into the abdomen of the women. Then the goddess then stood and wished them all well. Then she told them that the children would be needed by her in the future. She would call upon them, and they must answer. These women carried the children and eventually gave birth to 6 beautiful babies. The 5 women. Okay, there's 7 beautiful babies. Gunner's missing. Sad day. 7 beautiful babies. The children became symbols of religion and demigods that walked amongst men for the first time in recorded history. A new holiday was created to celebrate the children's birth. Each of you is a child of Labbiel. Tonight, each of you has been sent an invitation by the high priestess of the church to go to dinner with her. And that is where we will begin. Each one of you has been called upon, and you all begin showing up in the high priestess's room, starting with Theodore.
Thaddeus.
Theodore.
You looked at me.
Starting with Theodore and with Nova. They're the first to arrive.
Are you okay?
Yeah, good.
Nora, are you alright?
I'm great. How are
Are
you?
you Nora or Nova?
Nova.
Sorry, Nova.
I'm your cousin. You should know my name.
I don't care about
I've
you. that
lived
much,
with
it's
you
fine.
since I was 6.
I had to. I had no choice.
So you should know my name.
In comes Galahad and Halliday.
Oh, I thought we would be first. What is this? I always arrive early.
Brother, please.
It's
A little consequence that someone. brother, please. We're not always first, but it is better if we are.
I was meant for this moment.
Are you guys always like this?
Like what? We were trained at birth to be knights of Labbiel, and here we are, have been summoned. This is our moment, our time to shine. Join us.
Our whole
This
life
is the
has been
time.
training for this moment.
Is it over?
Freya enters the room.
I don't know what to say. How would you introduce yourself to everyone?
You just see this.
You actually don't
Going
even have
on.
to respond unless they respond to you. Just throw it
Go
out
on,
there.
just
You could
go
just
on.
watch them
I
be
just walk in the room.
rambunctious.
And observe.
She walks in, just quietly avoids us.
I think that's within her character that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then last of all, Thaddeus enters the room.
Hello, everybody. Hello, good
Hello,
man.
good sir.
Hello.
I am Paladin.
And I am Galahad.
Do we not know each other?
You do?
Oh, we
Oh,
know
we
each
do?
other.
You would have known you
Oh,
each
oh,
other.
it's so good to see all of you.
I think that's why we're like, I don't
Oh
know.
my
It's
goodness.
fine.
Just for background.
Oh, it's been such a long
It's
time.
been, you
Oh,
would have met
wow.
up like for your birthdays because it's children's, like it was a religious holiday, so you would have all been forced to come, and there would have been a parade in your names. You all would have
Right.
been paraded through the city.
We've seen each other
You
play.
you've seen
Let's
each
get
other
this
at
over
least
with.
one a year, once a year.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Oscars, basically.
Wait, how old are we?
You guys are 24-ish,
24 to
25-ish.
27, roughly. You're
Okay,
all.
but we were supposed
You're
to be
not
the
all the
same age.
exact same age.
I thought we were supposed to be the same age.
Same
No.
age, but like their birthdays are kind of different.
Mid 20s.
How old are you?
25.
Okay, I'll be 24.
I mean, if
How
your
old
birthday's
are
like soon.
We are 25.
Are we 25?
We are
We
25.
are 25.
I'm 24. Dang it.
25.
So like I guess your birthdays are all like up in the next week, so you'll all be 25 in like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, we are 24.
We are 24. I'm 24.
No, because
I am
you were all
also
born on the
24.
same day.
Why am I
Like,
talking like
so
this?
Some people would have been born earlier than other people. Like in a few weeks.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah.
We're all basically 25.
You're all basically going to be 25
We're
at the end
25.
of the night.
All right.
What
does the building
Because we
look
are
like
the
as we
children that
enter
were-
into the door?
So the
We were conceived at the same
Yes.
I guess I can describe the
Properly.
city really quick for you guys. So it is very. I don't have a map of the city. I don't think it's required.
Gee, you're the map maker.
I am the map maker. I had to make a hell of a lot of maps.
He did have a map of the city.
And honestly, I made like one really good looking map, and then the rest of them, like, I don't got time for this. So, to describe the city, it is a large, it's in a cavern, basically. It's dark all around on the edges, just rock. It's been carved into the mountainside. Above, in the middle of the city, is a large circular tower with Greek columns, and it's tiered. And at the top is a false sun. This is for your guys' knowledge. To your characters, it's just the sun. It's the light of the goddess that is provided to you every day.
Sorry, I caught you. Said there's a chandelier.
The light of the goddess.
It's
It's just the false sun.
Oh, it's not shining right now?
It's a false sun.
It's a false sun. It always shines.
Of course, the light of great Labbiel would always shine.
May it never
You
extinguish
never
your
get lost in
children.
the city because you always know where the center is.
How are they with us?
These guys.
What are you talking
I
about?
love it.
We were born for this.
We
All
yeah.
are the children of Labbiel.
Yeah, but we don't act like that.
We should though.
Your
it's
parents-
a respectful thing.
You see,
Does anyone
You
got any
should
name?
know this.
your parents should have submitted you to the Holy Church of Labbiel for your entire life to
Oh,
train
don't
as a
get me
great
started about
paladin.
what my parents did.
My mom died for this.
My mom took you in. That's bad enough. I love this so much.
So the city has a large tiered tower, and that's the church. At the very top is said that's where Labbiel resides, but you don't know. Nobody's seen her since you were conceived. It's been 25 years.
Okay.
26.
26 years. Whatever
And
your guys'
27.
ages. And then each part of the city has like different areas of commerce. So like it's basically a city built around it, and there are just like caves. So you can't really leave the city. You guys have never left the city.
Wait, we never left the city.
You guys never have.
We can't leave.
Can't leave. Maybe.
You don't know. Why are we here?
Why else are we summoned? Okay.
You guys are at the top of the building. You had to take many stairs. Spiraling staircase probably took you about 30 minutes to get up it to get to the top. And you were entered into a room that has a good vision of the south side of the city. A good view.
Wow, look at the south side of the city.
There is a large table that is placed before you. Quite large. It has many seats. One for each one of you and one additional one. There is appetizers like fruit all over the table. You guys have never known for want. You have had everything provided to you as you are demigods and you are worshipped. You would never go hungry. In fact, anything you wanted, you could have
Give me some
within
meat.
within the means of the city.
Give me some wheat. I mean meat.
there are no servants in the room with you currently. So you guys just find yourselves home. And that's basically the description of the city for now.
All right.
So we're all sitting at the table, right?
Yeah. You guys are in the roof. I don't know what you're sitting.
I go to sit at the table.
I also go sit at the table.
I sit at the head of the table.
I sit on the other head of the table.
Sleeper, it is polite to wait for the host to be seated first.
Of course. We shall stand by our chairs and await for our host.
Hey, Garrett,
I go
you
grab
move that. Just like
I
This
wait
way.
for food.
like so every time you move, it's been being touched.
Yeah, I just sit down.
Perfect.
Just,
And then twist it towards
Still
me.
disrespectful.
Uh, and then if you
Let's
could
do it.
touch the top of it to point it at me a little bit
Are
better.
you just sad that you couldn't be as disrespectful as me?
Thank you.
It's not.
Always.
The door opens,
No.
and in walks the High Priestess Kennedy of Labbiel.
I stand for
I
my seat.
stand.
I was gonna say that. I also stand.
She walks in and she comes to the other head of the table. Unless you're there, you're not. Okay. She's at the north side of the table. She goes to that seat, and she just kind of gives all of you a slight bow, and she says, "Please be seated."
I bow and then I go and sit. I thank her and bow. And I'm sit.
Okay.
I give her a
For
bow and
welcoming
take my
us.
seat. I give her a bow and take my seat.
Okay. Everybody takes a seat.
Beautiful.
She sits for a moment, and she seats as well, and she looks upon all of you, and she's like, "Thank you all for coming. There has been some important things that have gone down, and you guys will be required. In fact, I brought you all here for food, but we need to wait for a minute before we eat."
I have a grape in my mouth.
What?
I have food in my mouth.
Yeah, you're welcome to enjoy the snacks. She wouldn't say snacks. You're welcome to enjoy the entrees on the table. You guys are welcome to talk amongst yourselves for a minute, or we can move on to the story, whatever you'd like to do.
What's your name again, sorry?
Her name is High Priestess Kennedy. She is the leader of the church. She is said to have conversed with the goddess daily, if not weekly.
Yes.
That is what is taught.
Well, great High Priestess. I think we would all around the table like to know why you have brought us here this night.
Indeed.
Indeed.
We
I-
never gather
I
unless
would-
it is the great holiday.
For me, I have invited you all for dinner.
But you said there's more.
I think there is more, so
What's
we
going
will
on?
wait. Perhaps we shall enter into contemplation for a moment.
Please.
Yes, this is good.
You all assume a prayer-like position that had been taught to you. I would like each of you
Do it proper.
to do a perception check.
Ooh.
Because
My eyes aren't closed. I want to notice more.
How many are you rolling?
You five.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Lucky.
Wow, Laura.
Four.
Where's very nice.
Yeah, which category?
It's
It's
under
in the
reflex.
drink.
Reflex.
Okay, what am I supposed to do? So roll 5. Is this what you roll? Yeah. So you got 2.
Anything above a 4, 5, 6 is a hit. 3, 2, 1 is
reflex
less.
right there. Perception.
I got 4.
You're
Oh.
correct.
Yeah, take that.
Oh, 6s.
1,
2.
2. What the heck, dude?
I'm.
You got a 2.
I got you. Got it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
There's no T.
As you guys sit in prayer, you start to hear a buzzing. And it slowly turns into like I want to say a whizzing sound. It's getting faster. It's getting high pitched.
Howdy, shut up.
It's like what Garrett's doing. That's what it sounds like.
You gotta go higher.
And then each of you notice that it starts to get bright on the north end of the room.
The goddess is here.
Our lives have been leading us to this very I waited for this moment. We're about to be very close.
It starts to get deafening.
Be excited.
Yes.
You guys, like your ears hurt. They're ringing.
I will take this pain from you.
I
Great goddess.
just
Lady
plug my
L.
ears.
And
Oh.
it stops. And
Oh, wait,
a calm,
my eyes are obviously still
calming
closed.
feeling comes around each of you.
I suddenly hate my cousin less.
Finally.
No one's
20
slightly
years.
less irritated.
You all feel a presence into the room. Hello, my children.
I'm I'm just
You guys are welcome to open your eyes. You don't have to.
the whole time.
We would never open our eyes to the great goddess Labbiel, not unless given permission to.
I'm staring at her.
Okay. Who rolled a challenge? Who rolled a 2 or higher?
Like higher.
Two or higher.
You guys look upon the goddess, and she stands as straight as she can, but she seems weak, would be the way to describe it. She doesn't seem as powerful as you'd think in your mind, hearing 25 years of tales and scripture and religion. She seems,
You wouldn't see her like that.
Oh, we've never.
yeah,
Like that.
you'd think she'd be presenting herself more powerfully. But she does hold herself, she does seem powerful, just, she seems tired almost. My children, it's been so long. I apologize that I could not have been more involved in your lives, but I was busy dealing with the ailment caused by others. The high priestess stands from her chair and gives a deep bow to the goddess, and brings up a large chair. The goddess is 10 feet tall. She has dark brown hair. At her hip is a gold sword that is probably 6 or 7 feet long. Probably a medium-sized sword for her, but huge for you guys. She has wings, and she's wearing a white dress. I do have a picture of her, but I don't really have a way of bringing it up, so we'll just keep moving on.
Just as glorious as I always imagined.
And she sits down in this very large chair. A shield of power. Circular, spherical. That's what she looks like, yeah. Thank you.
That's my mom.
That is you guys.
Is it our dad?
Joke's on you, you got 2 moms.
Technically our father. That's a good point. She raped the other women so we can hear.
I beg my pardon.
That was
No.
Let's talk about the ramifications of immaculate conception.
That's fine. I was thinking the whole time, I'm like,
Okay, moving on. You see a shield of power. Around her, it is spherical, and it is like a deep, light green and yellow color. It just goes around her. And her light that she had as she entered the room completely fades. You see, I'm at war with the great evil. She looks exhausted now. Bags under her eyes. Just absolutely just kind of, she seems destroyed almost. I'm afraid it is best of me at the moment. I must rest in between battles to recover my strength. She looks at you. Beautiful. Everybody, it's just a CL2.
So if one of us didn't make a 2, they wouldn't be able to see her.
No, they just wouldn't notice all these things.
Oh, okay.
They would just be like, "Oh, look, the goddess, she looks amazing."
It would have been better invisible.
Yeah. She just kind of like relaxes into the chair, and the high priestess grabs a platter of grapes and stands to the side, and the goddess just like reaches over and just like eats a few as she sits there.
My character, I'm quite appalled. Yeah, my character is quite appalled.
I could imagine.
Sitting at the table with the goddess whom he's trained his entire life to be a paladin for.
This is you feeling, right? You're not talking.
I'm just, yeah, this is how he's
I
feeling.
appreciate you.
he's monologuing.
I actually do appreciate monologue. It allows your characters to seem more human. So that I imagine that both of you would feel that way. That is very much
sure.
We're
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much the same.
I
Yes.
see it all.
You're
And
off.
from you, Rob.
I'm intrigued and also.
What are you?
Huh?
What? So you're intrigued, but like, what else?
I had a word and I just lost it.
What about you, Freya?
I'm concerned, worried about the city and what this means with what's happening with the light.
This is very much in line with your
You
character.
said distraught.
Observing and taking it all in.
Yes, also within your character. I appreciate you guys playing so well. She looks upon each of you, and she clearly reads how each of you is feeling. Understand, I created you all for a purpose. I cannot defeat this evil alone. especially while my power remains dishampered. I need you, my children, to help me overcome the evil that haunts me and our realm.
Great mother, you have our swords.
You have my sword.
What
Oh
is
my
this
goddess, I am
evil?
not worthy.
Obviously.
Yes. You see, many have been not worthy in the past, but that is why I created you. You are the most worthy there's ever been. She takes a great, just pizza.
What is this great evil?
It's something beyond your comprehension. So I will not
Then
explain
how are
it.
we supposed to defeat it?
That is a great question. Unfortunately, my power is weak. I cannot stay here long in this realm, speaking to you. I wish I could visit you more often, but I cannot. I must go. But I know this. High Priestess Kennedy has my interests in mind. You can trust her. I need you to do as she says. I contact her as much as I can, through means that you are not able to understand. Know this. Once that we defeat this evil, I will be with you more often. I love you, my children. And the light just kind of starts to emanate.
Do we have that buzzing noise again?
The buzzing noise starts to occur. And then she's gone, leaving you alone in the room with the High Priestess who's holding the platter.
Great goddess.
I
We will do your bidding.
slap my hands on the.
Upon our lives we
What
swear.
is
You
going
swear
on?
it. You
What?
I
What is
swear it.
going
I
on?
swear it.
I swear it.
Would you two?
We are trying to figure out what this is.
What the heck just happened?
Just over in the corner.
We will do whatever you ask.
Y'all need to chill. I get that you're there for the goddess, and so are we. Most of us.
High Priestess
But-
Kennedy, what instruction has been given?
She sits down with the platter and begins to eat the grape herself. She kind of lounges. Definitely, maybe a little too relaxed for a High Priestess, it seems.
Especially with the circumstance.
Oh yeah, 1000%. You definitely all would notice. Seems a little strange, but it's okay. She's like, well, I can kind of explain what's going on. I am mortal. I don't completely understand. She has described to me some things, and I'll do my best to tell you. My understanding is that she is a goddess, and there are actually other gods, which doesn't make any sense to me.
If there's a goddess, then yeah, there's going to be other gods.
I've never thought of this.
I actually don't think it would resonate with you.
Really?
You never would have heard of different gods your entire life.
There couldn't be.
There wouldn't be a history.
There is a pinnacle, and she is it.
Think about it. If you were in Christianity and never heard of the Greeks or anybody else, it would be very alien to you to think there would be other gods.
Okay, I take it back.
Other gods, more like other evils. She is the only pure, true God.
Yes, true. Praise. And like I said, I don't completely understand, but this is what she's tried to explain to me. However, so these other gods, there's many of them, and through their sheer might and numbers, they were able to conquer her and imprison her. And she has been imprisoned ever since. But she is very powerful, our goddess, she tells me.
She's been in prison. How's she out?
She's very powerful. She can fight against the bonds, which is why she's able to appear in our realm as often as she can. But it seeps her strength, and she needs it to battle against the entrapments that were put upon her.
So how have we not heard of this before?
She does not want to appear weak to the general populace.
We're
Our
not
children.
the general populace.
Yes, she deemed it necessary that you would grow up within the general populace before you were killed.
So now's our time.
Yes, you have been called upon. Your purpose is now.
You say
So
that,
then-
but what is the purpose that we have been called to?
Yes, I will explain that. The traps, the goddesses explained to me, 3 different realms were created in order to keep her entrapped. Her power remains within her and keep her confined to her. So she has her powers, but the powers around her are greater. You saw it all when she came. She's able to sometimes burst through it, but not for very long, which is why she rests. She, in her wisdom and with her great strength, has created portals that go to these other 3 realms. My understanding is in each of these 3 realms there are 3 keys. Each one of these keys needs to be brought back here. She stands up and walks to the end of the room and pulls on a lever that's to the side, The doorway opens up. And she walks inside a new secret room within that building, expecting you to follow her.
I follow.
I stand up and follow her.
I follow along.
You all enter in to a very dusk-filled room, as there is no light of Labbiel in this room. It is lit by blue flames around the room, with gold, green, and red embroidered tapestries along the wall, as well as green and red tiles on the floor.
I take out my daggers.
Okay.
To prepare.
You may. It's kind of fog-filled, so it's like a musky smelling almost. The tapestries don't really have any art, like they don't have anything like historical on them. They just look like artwork. In the center is a dais, a large dais, very big, and it looks like it's square. And above it is also kind of like I don't know how to explain it. You guys seen Star Wars Episode 2? You know how Count Dooku puts Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
It looks like, so there's like, it looks like this. It looks like there's something that needs to go between
It
them.
looks like there's a mushroom on the floor and a mushroom on the ceiling, and you hang something over
Yeah, you hang something in the middle.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
I've never seen Star Wars.
That's fine. If you think, if you're confused, your character will be confused.
Okay.
Excuse me. This room is the key to releasing the goddess from her prison. This is the lock, so to speak. My understanding is there are 3 different keys in 3 different realms, 9 keys altogether. When formed, will create a giant key that will unlock her. Your mission, your job, what you were created for, is to collect these 9 different keys. No one has been able to do it before. The goddess has been trapped for thousands of years.
So are you saying that other people have gone before to try and find them?
Yes. And in fact, we have some histories.
How long has she been locked up?
Thousands of years. Many millennia.
High Priestess, why is the trap here?
My understanding is the trap has always been here, and the goddess Labbiel was able to use her power to shape this city beneath it.
Well, we must free our goddess.
Where might
The
we
reason
Might
our
we
very
encounter
existence.
other
Yes,
gods
absolutely.
and goddesses on our journey?
You may. I have no promises. The going ahead will be dangerous. Nobody has ever succeeded before.
Where might we find these histories?
The what?
The histories.
Ah, yes. As you are a librarian, it has actually been kept secret from you. Many of the master librarians have been researching for many years, trying to gather all the information about each of these realms and the locations of the keys. So you will be able to get in contact with the master librarian through your master librarian. He will be able to help you.
We're so
yes.
excited.
Yes, he is.
Librarian, take us to this knowledge.
I will go.
That would probably be best.
No
High
You will
Priestess, where do we start? What are we supposed to do from here? Like, where are the portals?
The portals are on the north side, southeast side, and southwest side
Where do we go?
of the cavern. Whenever you are prepared. Nothing has been set in stone. Your journey is up to you. You must prepare to go forth.
Is this all the information you can give us?
Yes, the librarians will have more information. Although I understand they have not been able to gather. They've been able to gather information. They have not been able to sort it very well.
I get you want to go alone, but I feel like we can cover more if we all go.
If you insist.
I apologize for that.
The worrying is back. The goddess, where is she?
We all go alone?
I just want to warn you. This is really the goddess's last idea, her last resort. You are the final thought. You must not fail.
Oh, no pressure to us.
We will not fail.
What happens if we fail?
Do we want
Then
to?
we
the
won't.
goddess remains entrapped forever, and we
That
all
is a
die.
useless question.
We were born for this, trained for this our entire lives.
Were we though?
It is our
All we
destiny.
knew that we were the goddess's children, and that was it, to bring happiness.
Well, we were.
I'm going
but
to go finish.
we were trained. We were trained for
We
this.
deserve to be served on a
Time
silver
out.
platter, and we were never taught about this.
Time out. We're gonna take a 5-minute break.